I just know that the Lord has bigger and better plans for me somewhere along the line. Mm-hmm. You know, and I've turned my life and my heart and my soul over to God, and God's what keeps me going.
So here we are in Columbia, Maryland. What's your name?
Chris Lambert.
Chris?
Chris,
are you homeless?
I'm not completely homeless, no. I'm just jobless right now.
Jobless.
Yeah, I just recently, through Grassroots and Humana, got me and my brother into an apartment. And right now I'm panhandling to try to survive as far as getting groceries and getting stuff for the house and you know, washing clothes and trying to get the bills paid. We just paid our cell phone bill yesterday.
Okay.
It took me 3 days to put the money together to get it, but you know, other than that, you just use the money to try to get by on, you know, and hopefully they're going to help us with getting in touch with an attorney to get our disability started. Because I'm 55 years old.
55?
Yeah. I put in applications everywhere. Up there in Jessup, all the warehouses up there and everything. And I've done what I could online with my cell phone. And I'm just waiting on them to call me, so I do the panhandling, try to get by. You know, I accept everything. Food, people give me food and everything out. You know.
How long have you been jobless?
I haven't had a full-time job in over 5 years.
5 years?
5 years. I've been homeless the last 10 years. I just recently got an apartment, like I said, a couple weeks ago, through Grassroots and Humana. So, but if anybody ever sees this video, personally, I need to speak to all the young people out there. Man, get your education. One bad mistake will put you right here where I'm trying to come up from. It's taken me 10 years, but I've kicked the heroin addiction. I'm in a treatment program right now for that in Elkridge, and my only bad habits now is smoking cigarettes and eating. But I thank the Lord for blessing me for for everything He's done for me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't for the Lord, I don't think if it wasn't for me turning my life over to Christ, I wouldn't be as blessed as I am today.
What were you doing before you came to this situation? What was life like before?
Life like before. Well, I was taking care of my mother. I was living. Paying bills down in Kentucky, helping my mother and
Kentucky.
everything.
Oh, so you're from Kentucky?
No, I'm from Baltimore. That's why I'm back in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
But I came back to Baltimore about 12 years ago and helped my uncle. And me and him got in a big disagreement and kicked me out. And that's how I became homeless. You know, my mom's passed away and everything. It's just me and my brother, you know. So we've been doing this for like 10 years, taking care of each other.
What's your brother's name?
Vernon.
Say it again?
Vernon.
Vernon?
Yeah, he's home right now in a wheelchair with a cast on his foot. He got ran over by a dump truck. Yeah. Panhandling down at US 1 and 175. Dump truck ran over his foot.
How long he's been injured?
He's been, going on 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, yeah. And I've been taking care of him, doing everything. I'm my brother's keeper, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How old is he?
He's 58.
58?
Yeah.
It's a little bit, 3 years older than you,
yeah.
Right? Oh, okay. And you would say you guys are really close?
Yeah. We became real close the last 10 years.
So when you got kicked out of your mother's house, it was you and your brother that got kicked out? Correct?
No, my brother's been homeless for a lot longer than I have.
Oh, he has?
Yeah. that's when my uncle kicked me out. I came to Jessup to live with my brother in the tent.
Okay.
And he was already in touch with Grassroots. And they were trying to help him get an apartment, so he just added me to his family, and they ended up getting us an apartment, like I said, a couple weeks ago.
How are the apartments in Grassroots? Would you say they're clean or they're nice?
Oh, they got us. We're living down here in Oakland Mills subdivision. Yeah, the Oakland Mills right down here. Where,
I've heard it.
Where Walgreens is.
Yeah.
You turn right back in there, up in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
We live at Shadow Oaks apartment complex. Well, it's Shadow Oaks condominiums is what it's called. It's apartments owned by different people. So, but they Grassroots got us in that apartment. You know, we just signed the lease a couple days ago. And they put up $3,400 to put us in that apartment. You know, so I'm imagining the rent's like $1,200 a month. You know, we're going through like it's a HUD program. You know, yeah. So what they'll do is, as we get income coming in, they're going to charge us accordingly to what our rent's going to be and everything.
And like, so do you usually come out here to panhandle?
Yeah.
How long have you been coming out here?
I've been coming up here for about, I don't know, around 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, about 2 months I've been using this corner.
Okay.
You know.
So do you know Bunky and Max?
I think I know
those names. Bunky, he's also in a wheelchair.
No, I haven't met him yet. No.
Okay, but you ever heard the name Max? He's black. So I actually did a video out here not too long ago, early this year, and he stays out here. I don't know if you knew of him.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about, Max. Yeah. He panhandles on this corner a lot. Yeah.
So how is it like? Have you met other like panhandlers or like
I've met other people. You know, they got kind of like there's a code out here. You know, once you start coming to a intersection, you get to know the people. You kind of give the curb up to the people that's been here the longest, so on and so forth. But mostly it's first come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Yeah, and usually it takes me about, I don't know, $60 a day to really be able to me and my brother to have a nice meal.
That's how much you make. You're coming out here.
I try to make at least $60.
So $60 for how many hours? So
about 8.
8 hours, you make $60.
Yeah, but you know, it's like I tell everybody, and it's like I'd much rather have a job.
Where would you want to work if you could?
If I could work a warehouse anywhere, you know, I'm limited because I have degenerate disc disease in my spine, but I'm willing to try to work. You know what I mean?
What do you like to do? Do you have any trades or passions?
Well, I used to do commercial construction.
Commercial construction?
Yeah, working metal framing and drywall hanging.
Oh, okay.
And I did, I spent a good part of my life working on the back of a garbage truck, too. Mostly construction work. You know.
What do you think is why is it so hard for you to probably try to find a job? What's like in your way to get a job, you know, working those things?
Mainly transportation.
Transportation.
See, I got a Kentucky driver's license, but it's like transportation, trying to get a vehicle, you know, trying to get places is the biggest part. Especially with construction work, you got to have transportation. You know, and my education level is not all that up to par, so.
How do you get out here? Like, what's your process to get out here when you wake up?
I just get up and walk. I walk up here.
How far is Grassroots? So you go from Grassroots?
No. Oakland Mills.
To here. How far of a walk is that to here?
It's it takes me about 45 minutes to walk up here.
Okay. And you always walk every time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good that today's a really nice day.
Yeah.
I can imagine whether it be snowing or anything.
Yeah. Well, when the weather's bad. Like, if it's raining and stuff, I won't, even when I was in the tent, and I wouldn't come out.
How was that like? How was sleeping in a tent?
Well, see, growing up, we used to go camping and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm used to sleeping outdoors, you know, camping and stuff like that. And it's a pain in the it's a pain in the ass. Excuse my French.
Oh, that's fine.
But it is not comfortable. Especially in the wintertime, it's hard to stay warm. 4 or 5 layers of clothes, and then you try to get 5 or 6, 8, 10 blankets, you know. And then if you ain't got a bed and you're sleeping on the ground, it's hard. Cardboard, good insulator.
Insulated cardboard.
Cardboard. Cardboard's great. You know, I mean, setting a tent up, you want to put put a tarp on the ground and put your tent on top of a tarp, so that way the moisture from the ground don't come up through the bottom of the tent.
Do you have blankets or like pillows or anything?
Well, we start out most of the time when we started this last go around here, we started out in a little dome tent with cardboard on the floor as like 4 or 5 layers of cardboard, and then 2 or 3 quilts on the floor, and we lay on top of them. And then we graduated to bigger tents, and then we was able to get beds and stuff, mattresses. You know, Grassroots got my brother a cot. You know, which that helped him a lot. I had a mattress from a baby crib. Yeah, I had 2 baby crib mattresses put together for a bed for me. But I mean, do what you can do to survive, to try to stay warm.
Yeah. And how's it been? How are you treated out here with people or cops or pedestrians?
As far as the pedestrians and the everyday people, you got your good folks and you got your bad folks. You got people that's willing to help you with $1. I've had one person give me up to $100 at one time. People tell me to pray for me, tell me God bless me, good luck, all that's good. Then you got the people that want to holler at you and tell you, go get a job. You know, they want to cuss at you and throw stuff at you. When the police, as long as you're not causing no problems or nothing, they don't mess with you too tough, you know. At least me anyways, that's what I experienced. You know, I don't cause no problems. I'm not aggressive or nothing like that. You know, so, but other than that, I mean, I've been treated okay. You know, I mean, people around here is lovely, you know. I've had all walks of life, races, genders. People help me and tell me they're going to pray for me and everything, and I appreciate everything. I appreciate everything everybody's ever done for me and helped me in any kind of way. If anybody sees this that recognizes me, I want to thank you again. You know, once again, thank you, and I thank the Lord for allowing me to experience life like I've experienced.
So you're one thing I love that you're very, very grateful, despite your situation. Like, you're very, very grateful. What keeps you so positive or in such a good mood?
I just know that the Lord has bigger and better plans for me somewhere along the line. You know, and I turn my life and my heart and my soul over to God, and God's what keeps me going. Knowing that He's got something better in store for me somewhere along down the line.
That's beautiful, man. What does it say on your card, on your cardboard? It says, anything will help. God bless you. Thank you, man. Thank you for telling me your story.
Yeah.
You know, I really appreciate it. I really hope all the best for you and best of luck for you in the future.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day.